Hi everyone, this is Zorine and I'm here with Cross Counter talking to Phenom today. Hello Phenom, how are you?
Thank you, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So what brings you all the way out here to SoCal this weekend?
Well, I was invited to the Goodwill Invitational charity event. And yeah, that's actually the reason I'm here. I'm here participating in this tournament, raising money for charity.
Well, that's really awesome. Were you excited to come to SoCal and play the local talent here in Street Fighter?
I mean, I've played a lot of them before.
That's true. That's true.
It's not like it was anything new, but yeah, I always like coming to California, mostly for this. I like the city. Los Angeles is pretty cool. So yeah.
And we're kind of at the start of the Capcom Pro Tour at the moment.
Yeah.
How are you feeling now that like a couple of premiere events have happened and a few tournaments have been underway?
Well, I mean, I'm going through a little bit of a character crisis now, so I'm trying out a few new characters. So at the moment, the start has been a little bit shaky for me, but we'll see if I can, pull it together toward, as time goes by. But who knows? Maybe it might go either way in that regard.
I mean, a character crisis kind of sounds like a pretty serious issue to be dealing with.
Yeah. So I mean, it's my main character is Nakali, and he's okay, but he loses to a lot of the top tiers, which you see quite often in the tournament. So I always have to run into the bad matchups quite often. That's why I'm trying to learn other characters to deal with that better. But it takes also time to learn new characters, so you got to go through the growing pains of doing that. So yeah, it's a little bit difficult now, but we'll see.
I mean, we see like certain players who can easily play multiple characters without any issues, and then we have people who are more character loyalists.
Yeah.
Which one of these two types of players would you say you are?
I mean, I can play many different characters.
Right.
I think maybe the most difficult part about picking a new character is getting used to just getting the experience. There's an inconsistency in the beginning. You can do well sometimes and you can do bad other times because of the lack of experience. So I think that's the key. Like, that's the main difficulty about it. But I think I've always been able to play many characters. I won tournaments, like CBT tournaments. I won with Guile, Nakali, and Bison. So I already feel good about that. I already kind of know how to learn a new character. So it's okay. Yeah.
That's really awesome.
Yeah.
How are you feeling now, like with the next few months of CPT tournaments coming up? Of course, we got the big one, Evo, as well, which is on the horizon. What are your thoughts on that?
Obviously, it's really tiresome to travel always to America from Norway. It's pretty far, and every time I come here, the border control always gonna ask a bunch of questions and put me into like the secondary room all the time. It happens a lot. It happens a lot. More often than not, actually. So but it's my favorite thing. I'm a review. How do you say? I make like a border control review. It happens so much that they send me to the control room. So I'm looking forward to that.
Do you explain to them? Are you like, I'm a professional Street Fighter player, and do they understand, or like, what's that like?
No, it happened in Chicago. One of them recognized me.
No way!
Because I was in E-League like in 2017. So he was like, "Oh, I saw you on TV." And then, you were playing on TBS or something. That was pretty cool, actually. It made things a lot easier. That was the only time it happened, by the way. It doesn't happen a lot. Only once. So, yeah, that's pretty cool.
I mean, you do say that you have to come all the way from Norway.
Yeah.
Do you find that having to travel so far is a disadvantage, or do you feel like the EU scene is enough for you to kind of keep on training and advancing your level there?
That's a good question. EU, there's a bunch of good players in EU, but I think some matchups that we don't have available in Europe. And I think that's the problem most regions besides Japan goes through, where they don't have access to every matchup. So that's always kind of been a problem. But we get the experience from traveling overseas and playing the other characters that we don't have. But that requires traveling, which is tiresome. So it's not easy, but we find ways around those issues.
And it seems like the EU scene is so like, you guys are so close, you support each other so strongly in every tournament. It's awesome.
I mean, yes and no. I mean, it's different in Europe because Europe is a continent. It's a bunch of countries. So everyone is actually, everyone is kind of a little bit supporting their own country. If that makes sense. It's not like America.
Right.
America, everyone kind of.
Everyone's like USA.
Yeah, exactly. But Europe there's France, UK, Spain, Netherlands, Sweden, Norway. We try to stay as united as possible, but it's a little bit harder, I would say, compared to America or Japan. So.
Well, thank you so much for the time today, Phenom. And if people want to know more about you, where can they find you?
Well, I actually do have Instagram, but on my Twitter is NVD_Phenom, and my Instagram, Phenom SF. Shout out to my sponsor, Nordavind, or actually not sponsor, my team.
Oh, there you go.
Sponsor is not the right term actually. It's a team. Sponsor is what's on the shirt. It's like this is a sponsor.
Okay, right. And the team.
Yeah, the team is Nordavind. People get that wrong all the time. It's not. Everyone says that wrong, but this is a team.
All right. Well, thank you for clarifying that.
Thank you.